What's going on?
Holy shit, Jeff. You lost weight, Jeff.
How's Norma doing?
Norma's doing great. How are you guys?
Good.
We're doing good. So Jeff is our, well, I'm going to say new contributor. He's not a new driver, but he's a wonderful job he does with his videos where you guys can learn a lot. In fact, the last one did the best, and he had more compliments on that video that I expected. And I'm like, there you go, Jeff. It's not all bad.
Well, if I help one person, I've done my job.
Yes,
I owe you guys a lot, and
you don't owe us
I'm
shit,
going to
bro.
keep sending you stuff. And I like the picture you used on the thumbnail. The guy's a lot better looking than I am.
No, I know.
You know
No,
what?
you lost a lot of
That-
weight. I think we
Let
can
me
use
tell
your
you,
picture now.
Thank ChatGPT, because I said make me a thumbnail for I literally in DaVinci it can script out or it'll get all the words out for you, so it'll literally get the script. So I just plugged that into ChatGPT and I said make a thumbnail on that, and that's what it spit out. And now it just makes the same guy every time. I'm like, okay.
Well,
I
I want to
noticed that.
stick
It
to
was
the
the same guy.
topic. I'm losing a lot of weight. I think I told you I cut salt out of my diet because of my triple bypass, and it's really changed a lot.
Yeah.
So
Cut all the whites, salt, sugar, flour, all the shit, and you'll be good.
well, I have to eat something. I need
Grass.
energy.
You can eat grass.
So I want to stick to the topic because I know on these things you like to do that. All I want to do in 2026 is keep giving. I don't really call them hacks. It's just things I've learned over my life that have worked for me in business. And rideshare is a business. It's your business. And I look, 6,000 people watched that last video. I'm really humbled. I mean, I used to talk as an executive to maybe 500, 1,000 people at the companies I worked for. But for 6,000 people to see a video, and as you guys know, they're very crude. I'm not on any social media. I'm not tech savvy. But and again, the comments are nice. I love the hate comments, and I always respond to every one of them because at least they're watching.
Well,
And,
you get used to that. You get used to that after a while. But no, seriously, Jeff, we appreciate obviously what you're doing. And believe me, some of the best videos are the ones that have no frills, no editing. It's just going. And it's as you said, if out of that 6,000 people, 6 people learned something from that and taught to another 6 people, that would be our goal. You know what I'm saying? Because as big as we are, our reach is not like whatever. But no, we appreciate what you're doing. And Harry is back, so I'm going to have a talk with him probably tomorrow or the next day. We need to pay this man,
That's up to you. By the way, I also have my Robinhood account for the last month, and I've been putting money in there after every one of my last rides. Although you see some of my rides, I'm making a good amount of money. It's pretty hard for me to send that $130 to Robinhood.
But look, well, no, you did that on that last video. I mean, those 2 rides where I would have taken those rides. I was like, go on now.
But my point is, like, when I see the hate mail, which is what I call it, like, again, if people just had a positive attitude, there are half the population or more, when they have a new challenge, they'll think of 100 reasons why something won't work. If you just put that time into thinking of 100 reasons why it would work, that's a better use of your time. Time is limited. And Chris, you did a video about 7 months ago. I think I wrote you on this, but I know how busy you are, about wings.
Mhm.
That day I applied for wings. I've been doing NEMT for 6 months, and I'm working on a video to show the positive and the negative. And it's, first of all, in Florida, they pay $1 a mile, and every trip's a round trip. So there's no dead miles. But there's so much more to it, and I'll send it to you guys. Even if you don't want to do anything with it, just to thank you, Chris. I mean, I have a ride tomorrow that's $318. It's 154 miles each way. I have 2 hours to kill in the middle. I'll put my Lyft app on a 5-mile radius while I'm waiting for the patient to get done with chemotherapy. And if I make an extra 50 or 60 bucks while I'm waiting, and there's no downtime. Now, there are a lot of negatives.
Look,
But again, I never stop learning. I'm going to be 61 years old in a couple of months. Again, I don't do this as anything other than a love for what I do, like the Sunshine Man. And, there's no secrets. I don't want to answer for him, but there's no secret to why he's successful. He likes what he does. He gives the rider more than expected. I mean, you go out to eat. Are you ever wowed by customer service anymore in this country?
no.
People are crying for people to be nice to them.
Yeah.
That's why he makes tips.
Yeah.
He doesn't cry to them. Oh, Lyft doesn't pay me this. Lyft doesn't pay me that. We can't control that. So anyway, I'm going to send you my Robinhood statement every month because I want, again, I asked you for some advice and you mentioned a couple of things and I've been putting it in there. And you know what? It'll be for my 2 kids and my grandson. But if you never have it, you never know what's missing. So the minute I do that last ride, I go right onto Robinhood. I deposit that money, and whatever happens, happens.
Well, then we have actually that's taking hold because I just texted with Matt from Boston. He's doing one last trip at the end of the shift and putting that into his Robinhood account. So I think that would be an amazing thing if every single driver, at least who watches us, does something like that. The one extra trip, $5, $8, $10, $50, $100 in your case, whatever. We all know they're not going to be killers, but just one extra trip and dump it in something, and you guys will be amazed. The power of compounding will take over after a little bit, and you will be amazed what that turns into. And that's my new mission in life, by the way, financial literacy. So,
well, I just want to again say thank you to both of you who've given me this platform. And also to the people who take the time to respond and watch the videos. Again, I don't think I'm God. I'm not better than anyone else, but I'll never stop trying to win. That's the difference. It's everyone's life is full of roadblocks. You can either turn around and go home or smash through the roadblocks. The choice is yours. Uber and Lyft aren't the reason you're in trouble and you're driving. But take everything they give you and formulate a plan to stay ahead of these scumbags. And that's what they are. But sometimes you have to deal with that. We don't like certain countries in the world, but we still have business relationships with them.
yeah.
You have to separate the two.
Yep.
So thank you guys so much. And maybe next time I'll be as skinny as Chris. And you never know. And I do want to meet you again. And maybe, my health will let me come out to herbivore. What is
Herbivore.
Herbivore.
In April, you got time. So
as much as I hate California, I'd come there to see you.
I mean, what is there to hate in California? It's a wonderful
yeah.
Well,
how much time you have?
No, I was being facetious.
I heard California lost $1 trillion in wealth over the last month because of people moving out.
Because they put the tax on the billionaire tax, 5%. And they're all leaving the country. I mean, shit state, moving somewhere else. But Jeff, no, we want to thank you. And then I will talk to Harry, and then we need to pay this man, Chris. Because,
hey, look.
Hey, I don't control the purse.
I don't mind investing.
I will talk to Harry. Yeah, know your worth. Exactly. Right there. Right. That's it right there. Well, Jeff, thank you. You're so looking good.
And now I can watch everybody else.
Have
a great day. Stay positive.
Stay healthy. Stay safe.
Thank you.
One thing I always say is work smarter, not harder. If you aren't using the Solo app, then you may be working harder. So let's change that. Download the app, link your accounts where you can manage your income, track your expenses, and project your taxes. Not only that, but you can plan by optimizing your time, make more, and even guarantee your daily pay with guaranteed earnings. Download Solo and begin to work smarter, not harder today. Link is in the description. All right, let's get back to it.
I mean, honestly, that's one of the biggest things is it comes down to mentality and your perception. If you are going to have a shitty perception, it's going to rub off on somebody else. And they're going to be, they're not going to like it because negativity breeds negativity. And, if you're going to be positive about something or look for the good in something, even though it may be absolute shit, if you can still look for the good, you're going to have a much better mindset. You're going to feel much better, and you're going to attract the people that are going to have a positive outlook. That's what is people That's what's happening with people when it comes down to these types of things. So that's a big thing. Donnie, what's going on? How you doing?
Oh my God, we're in trouble now.
How do I get on this thing?
The king of Mississippi is here. Hold on a second.
Oh no!
You're on. What's going
You're
on?
on, bro. You're on.
Do you hear me now?
How's
Hey,
it going?
I'm knocking on 30,000.
Nice.
30,000 what?
Knocking on 30,000. Hey, how about this, guys? Positive. $30 surge from 11 o'clock till 4 o'clock in the morning. You saw my stats. I did 30 rides, 30 pops, over $1,100 for New Year's. Hallelujah.
Woo.
Hallelujah. Listen,
Congrats.
Donnie, are you still accepting every trip?
Okay, you're gonna love this.
Yeah, I hope so.
Since they invented this thing called Trip Radar, that is the best cherry picking tool that anybody can have. Because listen to this. Hold the phone. Here's the deal. When they hit me with a go 23 minutes somewhere, all I have to do is hit a certain button, but I can't tell you what button that is. Because Uber will take it away from me. But I do have, I'm one of the rare drivers. I'm the godfather, been there 10 years, and I have auto accept. The new drivers, for some reason, and the older drivers, they took that away. I don't know why, but I still have auto accept. But once the Trip Radar comes up, I take care of it. I don't take it. And it doesn't count against me unless it comes exclusively to me. I don't even do any long driving no more. How about
you
that?
don't do Mississippi to Louisiana drives anymore?
They pay you $52 for 202 miles.
Oh,
What?
no. Oh, so you're declining trips then?
Well, they send them to me.
Okay.
But if you don't click on them, you don't get them.
I know that. That much I know.
But they never give me anything exclusive, because these knuckleheads that they either break their fingers, they grab those up thinking it's a lot of money, but they already grab it, so it never comes to me. So it's the best cherry picking tool I've ever had in my life. I never have to go further than maybe 15 or 20 minutes to go get anybody ever anymore.
Are you still driving your what is it? Yukon? Not Yukon. What was it? Are you still driving your
Suburban?
Oh, there it is. Okay.
But I have two Suburbans. I bought one for 10,000 cash. I bought the other one for 13,000 cash, and I alternate back and forth. One's got 350,000 miles. The other one has 280,000 miles.
Wow.
Okay. I made $113,000 this year. 100,000. I made $100K every year.
Okay, but we have to tell Donnie is in a special place. He's in Biloxi, Mississippi.
It's the second largest casino market.
It's like the second largest casino market, and then he's like this, very talkable, very lovable, likable, and he fucking kills the tips.
I guarantee you, I probably have close to the top 10 tip ratios of all drivers. I guarantee you. I get at least $20,000 in tips a year.
I believe it.
Yes.
Anyway, so Donnie, we love you. Be safe. Take care. We gotta run,
man.
but take care. Be well.
You guys gotta get. Hey, I got your spot at any of the casinos, convention center. When you come here to do a road show, I told you that before. I got all of your free crab legs, and I have you a spot in any of the casinos. We can set up a conference room, or we can do it outside, or we can do it inside. We can do it on the town green. I got you. Lights down.
Well, if we get there, we're just gonna go to strip clubs, man. We're not going to.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Well, we can't do the show from there. We have to
do.
Hey.
Show me the money. Show me the money from a strip club.
From a stripper's point of view.
But let me tell you, I do have the strippers in here all the time, but they have a special website. It's called, ChristianMidgetStrippers.com.
That's Donnie for you guys right there. Donnie Disco from Biloxi, Mississippi. We love you, Donnie. Be well.
Thanks, man.
Take care of yourself.
All right. All right, brother.
Thanks.
Appreciate
Thank you. I think we're gonna end it with Donnie, bro.
And again, it comes down to attitude. So yes,
I cannot
Donnie
believe it.
was that was a 100% acceptance ride driver, but it sounds like he is able to enjoy a little thing called Trip Radar, which allows him to see a ride and not take any issue with his acceptance rate. So he can still be 100% acceptance.
We need to figure
but
that one out. We need to
He's
figure that Fight
figured
Club
it out.
Yeah, we
So
need to figure that one
hey,
out. I don't know. How's he doing?
welcome to the Cherry Picker Club.
Donnie. Yeah.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you get notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.